gonna start recording, and we're all good. We're just waiting for. Yep. I just think we have to upgrade the bracket from the last match. We just saw Pink Army fight. One sec. Do we know who won between Pink and Army? What was the result? 2-0? Thank you.
I'm trying to see who your comments are.
Co-op? Alright, yep. The match is about to begin. I think we have OllyD playing Shiek, which I haven't seen before, and we have a Ike played by Infiniti. So I'm very interested to see how this matchup goes. I'm pretty sure it's in Shiek's favor. Most matchups are in Shiek's favor. But post-nerf, she's not as ruthless as she is, but she's still very, very hard, very intense. Her forward tilt now leads to what is a lot of our combo starters, and you really just, a lot of Shieks right now are banking on those forward tilt strings to early aerials. Again, you can still get the down throw to up air at early percent, which is nice, but forward throw is a more reliable combo throw for Shiek. You get a lot more forward throw bound to fish, but still not as late. There's nothing kill confirmed with Shiek, I believe, at this point, and that's what really has tanked her. So again, going for that nair instead of going for what would have been an up air in the post patch, changing just how you're approaching this. Okay. 2-0? Right. Thank you. Wow, quite interesting. No, I would have expected the Ike to go for the B edge guard. It's a little risky, but it's probably a better maneuver, guaranteeing a couple more KOs. A lot of counters going out from this Ike. Not a bad thing because Shiek can't rely as heavily on grabs for KOs and has to go for those up tilts if she wants those, or forward tilts, sorry, if she wants those confirms and wants to be able to string everything together. I'm not seeing a lot of edge guarding going on from Infiniti's part, and I think that might be his better. That is I know, although Shiek is very scary in the air, I would still suggest, there we go. Now we have Infiniti going off to try to get Shiek, and Dallas, I would say probably could have gotten the shield grab, the reverse shield grab, which might have been, and still getting that up air, making the read. That was a really nice play on OllyD's part. Again, that's no longer confirmed, and a very nice read that you have to make from the Shiek. You have to read the air dodge, getting one fair after everything. Again, that's not as how nice as it used to be, but OllyD still playing an impressive Shiek. Probably just at least for our region, we don't have many Shieks. A lot of the times we see Cloud and Link are some of the most popular characters. Cloud and Shiek are the most, or Cloud and Link are some of the most popular characters in our region. So that's just. And OllyD taking a commanding 2-0 victory in that first game. That is quite impressive on his part. Sorry, there's just a lot of people around trying to come over and update the bracket, but I don't know really what's going on. I'm just waiting for them. Yeah, I'm curious to see. I think OllyD making the switch. I wouldn't have made that choice, but again, I think it's a lot about his confidence. Okay. And there we go. I'm just updating the bracket for everyone right now. I know. There we go. And just updating the bracket for more and more. I'm quite interested to see how things are going to pan out. This tournament didn't have a lot of entrants, but the entrants it did have are all quite good actually. So it's interesting. Didn't prepare for this tournament, so I'm probably not going to do as well as I did in the first tournament. But Ryu is, again, OllyD is doing very well with Ryu. He's kind of only having a good, OllyD having a good idea of fundamentals and just how to get in and read your opponent, what they're going to do, and making the correct plays accordingly. Again, that's a lot of what ends up coming to in Smash matches, being able to understand what your opponent's doing. It's a huge mind game. Being able to do the mechanics is only one part of it. I would say it's not even the biggest part because a lot of the mechanics, like a lot of the players around here aren't playing at super high competitive levels. We're all still, a lot of us are just learning and constantly trying to grow. Right, nice choice to land with the B. Kind of like, I'm sure the Ryu could have punished, and it would. I think True Shoryuken could have punished that. I'm not sure on if Ryu has any sort of invincibility. Ooh, if that was True Shoryuken, that would have easily been the KO there. And Ike just having a very hard time right now. Infiniti not being able to get in, and that's really all that Ike needs to be able to do. Is if he's not making any use of any of Ike's grab combos, and I think that's where Infiniti is falling short. I think if Infiniti was able to get the grabs and get the plays on OllyD, then maybe I think things could be changed around for him. Oh, and OllyD just killing himself. I'm not sure. I don't think that was intended at all, but you know what? You know what? Give people a fighting chance. The disrespect, the ultimate disrespect. I'll kill myself because you can't. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, using those Bloody Marys, just keeping Ike out. Ike having to rely on that counter when he does go to land. Oh, and constantly getting that down. That like just. OllyD is making the correct reads, like reversing it when he needs to, and I think the Ike is rolling in too much. He's not playing as defensively, knowing how offensive Ollie has his pressure on, and if he was able to be defensive and get a couple counter attacks on, I think, again, that Ike would have an easier time. There we go, that's exactly what he needed to do. He needed to wait and be patient and not rush in after everything. And a lot of the time, that's what players face when they are in the losing position. When they do have the higher percent, they feel the need to rush in, and that allows the player that does have the lead to maintain the lead because they can capitalize on those mistakes. It's something that I've seen a lot of higher level players do. It's just even when they're at the higher percents, constantly being patient about it, constantly taking their time, making sure they're making the correct plays and not making silly mistakes, because it's not worth losing a stock or losing a set for mistakes that you're. Yeah, no, it's interesting to see what's going on. OllyD. Just one sec. Yeah, okay, wow, okay, so Infiniti was able to take it. You don't have an opponent right now. I don't know. I don't care. Get somebody, these two or these two. Thank you. Sorry. Alright. OllyD probably switching to backup. I would expect him to go Shiek again just because he had such a commanding victory. That death on his part really changed the match. Ike is so scary when he has rage and high percent. He can just KO you very early, so you never want to put yourself in that position. I find that with a lot of the heavier characters, that once they have rage, they become a lot scarier. DDD is one of them, where you can juggle him around, and if you get the first KO, life's great. But if DDD gets the KO on you early, it just makes that next match a lot harder because the combos that DDD is able to now confirm and go through, make the reads, it's a lot nicer for DDD. Going back to Smash Val, I'm surprised.
3, 2,
I don't know where I see everything going, but okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. Infiniti doing a lot better job spacing OllyD out and just keeping him back, and that's exactly what he needed to do in the first match. OllyD deciding, you know what? I don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna wait you out. And you know what? I honestly think Infiniti should have just waited for as long as possible for OllyD to make the approach. It is a little timer stalling, but he had the percent lead. Like Shiek, I'm surprised Shiek didn't go for needles or try to needle him unless I missed that, and that's exactly what they went for. So making those bad, just that spacing on the expert. Oh, nice counter on his part. Getting in there and doing that really. That's what he wants to do. Is he wants to break up Shiek's combos with the counter, and I'm sure that's why OllyD is like trying to go in and then backing off and just being patient with it, trying to bait out those counters and see when he's going to do it. Put him into habits of, okay, you're going to use it now, you're going to use it now. And again, OllyD now getting a commanding lead to Shiek again. We saw it in the first game, we see it again. I don't know who OllyD mains. I've heard many different things. I'm sure he plays a lot of the cast, and like most people do. Okay, making the roll. I think Ollie might have been better to stay there and get the grab after. Yeah, okay, thank you. Just updating the bracket again. Thank you. We're actually moving here through this very quickly. We're almost done round 2 of winners. Probably going to start losers next in a little while. It'll be interesting to see OllyD just but not able to get the kill, and that's what Shiek is struggling with right now. And I'm sure, again, that Ike is very scary with rage. Getting that teleport KO. That is a Pharaoh's Wind is very, very scary from both Zelda and Shiek. Can you... Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Watching that, I would say Infiniti is doing a lot better job of trying to get into the Shiek this round than he was last round, but Dallas doing a very good job of just spacing him out and keeping him back and using those needles effectively, using his grabs, and the Infiniti is he's reading Infiniti's shields and spot dodges correctly, and it's paying off. He knows when to make the attack. Again, getting those little chip hits in with Shiek is a lot of how I play her and a lot of how I see other people play her, especially when you're not at the level of some of the top level players like Mr. R or Zero or anyone like that, because you're not, unless you're going for the confirms and are able to recover from any of the punishes and reads, or even just know them in the first place, it's not worth it, and are able to right? You don't want to. Okay, waiting out the neutral B, probably Sheik's best option. I think the needles would have hit through it, and I might have gone for that, just because you might have been able to get something a little harder of a